have encountered on the homestead. So my first one would be to start at the beginning. Sorry, I'm on a dirt road and my Jeep is really bouncy and loud. We decided to do this many years ago. We still had children at home. Mary was a teenager. Riley was preteen, or protein as she called it. And we lived not completely off grid, but we had turned a barn into a house on someone else's property. We did this for almost 2 years, got the house almost completed, and the lady decided that we needed to move out. So we did so. That ended that era pretty quickly. And then we dreamed about it for the next 12 years, I think. Mary grew up, moved out. Oh, sorry guys, we're in a rough spot. And at this point, Chase was in Wyoming, and Riley was the only one at home. We made a move to Utah to be near my family. And I hadn't seen them in like 6 years. So we watched homesteaders on YouTube, and we decided that that's what we wanted to do. Now, this took many years of debating on where, and in Utah, it's not homesteader friendly. They don't allow you to do water catchment. They don't allow you to do completely off-grid solar. You have to somewhat, I believe, and I don't know specifically about this. I do believe that you have to be connected to the grid somehow on solar. Now, I could be wrong, so don't quote me on this. But the winters are pretty rough, and so Dodge and I both hate the cold. And we knew that Utah wasn't going to be where we needed to be. Now, where I wanted to be was there with family. Dodge wanted to be in Texas with family. And at that point in time, I had a corporate job that would allow me to work from home and travel back and forth so I could still see my family. And so we bought land in Oklahoma because Texas was way too expensive, and Oklahoma had perfect land. It was close enough to be by his family. I could travel back and forth with my job, and it would be perfect. So we bought land in southeast Oklahoma, and within a month, Dodge had loaded up an enclosed trailer, our camp trailer, and we had purchased a container, and he drove to Oklahoma to live. Now, the next thing that happened was very unexpected. And if you've watched any of our earlier videos, you know that we were robbed. Within about a week or two of being here, Dodge went to Texas to see his dad for Father's Day, was gone a few days, and when he came home, they had taken everything everything we had saved up to build. Like we had been doing this for a while. Dodge build hot rods. We had quite a few, and he had sold them all, and we bought all the material for our solar system, all the equipment we was going to need, like generators, saws, all that stuff that we were going to need, the tools, everything we were going to need. The solar system batteries, and yeah, there's just so much. Anyway, they took it all, and they even took his clothes. Then we started over, and he lived in his truck with one eye open for 2 months while I was still in Utah. And then he came back, and we loaded everything up and officially moved to Oklahoma. When this happened, we were on a makeshift solar system. We were living in a 16-foot camp trailer, and we had made my office out of our enclosed trailer. And we were showering with gallon jugs of water, which was kind of funny in a way. It's kind of nice, but because we had no system set up, and we lived probably, I don't know, 5 months, no, maybe not that long, like that. And then we bought a bigger camper, which we were able to hook up to water, and all of that stuff. We probably could have with the little camper, but at that point in time, we were just living. And things got pretty much normal. I mean, we lived in a camper. I worked from home. He was driving to Texas every week. And then in the midst of all that, a month after I got here, my dad, Tom, passed away. And then 6 weeks later, Dodge's mom passed away. Sorry. And then 2 months after that, a very close friend of ours passed away. So during all of that, we were trying to live off grid. And make it go with something. And then recouping some of the stuff that we had lost. And just living. I am a people person, and I like to be around people. Dodge is not. He's a recluse. So I saw a homesteading event going on, and I begged him to go, and we went, and I fell in love. I fell in love with the communities. I fell in love with the people, and it was just too far away. We couldn't leave our land that long. We were paranoid about leaving our land that long because of what had happened. So I made a Facebook post about creating a get-together closer to home, and people said, if you build it, we will come. And that's where the rendezvous started, and where we started meeting all of our newfound friends and consider them family. We have now lived off-grid now for 3 years. We have had the rendezvous for 2 of those years. And things are starting to come together a little. We still have moments of weakness. I have a petting zoo. I mean, in the midst of all that, I got goats within like weeks after moving out there. I got a cow, well, a Highland bull, which is a mini Highland bull, we didn't know he was, and a horse. Plus we had our wolf, our fox, and 3 dogs. And, well, 2 dogs. And a cat. We now have horse and the cow. 1 goat. I have rehomed all my other goats. We have 3 cats now, 2 of which were dumped as kittens out there, and we saved them. We have, the wolf has passed away, a snake bite, we believe. And we have 16 chickens, 2 roosters, and 5 dogs. We got a large guardian dog for the goats, but now we don't have the goats, so Hoot's a pet. And we have my Shaggy. We have Spanky, who is an old 3-legged dog. And we have Mayhem, a fox. And Ed Earl. Our guardian dog's name's Hoot Gibson. Spanky is our 3-legged dog. And now we've found another little dog on the mountain that goes between our house and town. And her name is now Emmy Lou. Yeah, so that's where our life is right now. I'm trying to juggle. Well, I lost my job last year and struggled with that for a while, but I found a new job in town, so I traveled to the big town, which is quite a ways away every morning, which is why we're doing this. And you can't see my face very well because now there's shadows. And so I travel to work every morning. I work long hours, so Dodge pretty much homesteads by himself now. And yeah, I mean, that's where we are right now. So hopefully by doing this daily vlog, or I don't know what it will be, but hopefully it will help our YouTube channel out, kind of help people get to know who we are and what we do and what we want to do in the future. We're building a hyper adobe earth bag home. The construction that you're going to be seeing in the video is our shed, which we wanted to move out of the camper, and we built a tiny house out of a shed, but it's too tiny and we're not tiny house people. So we're building 220 square feet. Sorry guys, my arm's tired. So we're building 220 square feet onto our shed, because our house is going to take a year or 2 to build at least, because it's a dirt house. And yeah, much everything up to this point. Now, I didn't tell everything because obviously I'm driving and I can't remember stuff. So you'll probably hear stuff that we've done or stuff that we need to do going forward. But that is the story of how Hippy-Cow-Yay Homestead began. We are thrilled and we love our homesteading families, and we can't wait, absolutely cannot wait to keep this homesteading gathering for the rendezvous alive. And we've already told our children, you have to keep it going after we die. So, alright guys, come along with us on the journey.